What's up guys, it's Andy, also known as Fraser Flips, and today I'm going to be bringing you an update video, what I've been up to, because it has been again like 10 days since the last video. Also, moving forward, I've got a plan. So first of all, before I start giving you this channel update, I just want to say sorry again for not doing many videos. I have got a new plan, what I'm going to be doing. So the last month, August, has probably been the worst month that I've had in sales. So sales have been down, but also profit's been the second most profitable month I've had on eBay. And I'll tell you why later on. But first of all, I'm going to be bringing you an update video. Just want to show you what I've been doing for the last 10 days. I've changed a few things around as well in the setup. So it's just made it a bit more efficient. And also I've got loads more new stock. And I'm about to do one of the biggest orders I've done of my life next week. So I might even film that. I've already done 1 or 2 videos. If you already know and seen those videos, you probably know what I'm about to buy. But yeah, I'll first of all show you the changes that I've made in my office. As goes without saying, excuse the mess. So these Xbox games just come in fresh last night. I think there's about 65 there. So I'll show you the title so you can have a quick look. Nothing major, just bundled stuff really. But yeah, that come in at quite a good price. I think it was like 40 quid or something a lot, so I need to pick them up. I bought a Wii bundle the other day. So there's 47 Wii games, so it's just random titles. Nothing major again. There was 5 or 6 good Wii games that I bought, but these are just the bundled ones that are left. But yeah, 47 games plus a Wii console, 30 quid. And it's literally 0.8 miles from my house. So yeah, it's all go on the listing front. I've been doing loads of listings. I think I've nearly got 600 active listings. It's just I'm not getting the sales recently, and that's because it's all right. It's all right to have bad months. Basically, it's just because it's August. Everyone's out on the summer holidays doing stuff, so I'm not too fussed. And it's also quite nice to build the stock up for Q4. So obviously, when it comes into Christmas time, October, November, December, that's when people are going to start spending more money, hopefully, and that's when I've got loads of stock. I can just sort of sit there and rake it in. Now let's start with the desk. So over here we've now got a TV monitor. So this has been used for testing. So it's got like some of those old like SCART leads and stuff. So yeah, that's great for when I'm testing older consoles like PS1s and PS2s and stuff. Talking of PS1s, still got that grotty PS1. I've not done anything with it for 10 days. It's sort of sat there, looked at me, and yeah. And also I've got one of these I've not seen before. I just need to clean it up and get that listed, but it's a PSP speaker. So yeah, it stretches out, and it's what you put your PSP on. If you want extra, there you go. If you want extra volume, slide it out, whack your PSP in. So yeah, apart from all that, I've got some little handy boxes I put down here. So this is just tying up loose ends. So in here, I've done a bit of labelling just to make it easier and convenient. So I've got Wii console parts here. So this is like the tops of Wii's and stuff. When I buy a lot of Wii consoles, you can put those parts on. I actually need to buy a few more bits, actually. But yeah, you can put all the front bits on, the top bits on, and just make the Wii's look a bit more presentable, because when you sell them like that, they don't look as good, do they? Come on, let's be honest. Next one along, we've got controller backs. So I've got a mix of like Xbox One, Xbox 360 backs, a couple of Wii Fit board backs, but yeah, I just thought have them all in that nice little box, easy to get hold of. It's sort of the thing where when you buy a bundle, that's the kind of thing that's always missing, backs controllers, and they ain't cheap. And then here, I didn't really have a spot for these, so I'll just put them here for now. This is a load of Skylanders, so every Skylanders little, like the ones that are valuable, I've been listing and putting them here. So yeah, I've still got another pot down here of Skylanders that I haven't listed yet, so I don't know if there's any rare ones. I'm not really into Skylanders, but what I do is I just try and have a look when I'm at CARBOOT, and then any that look a bit like unusual that I've not seen before, if they're 50p or a pound, I'll pick them up, you know what I mean? You can always do a bundle later, but some of these things, like there, I didn't know these are so valuable. Like I picked one up the other day, a black one, it sold for $12.95, and it's not bad, picking up for 50p. And then I picked up this one because I thought it looked cute, and I thought it could be like, I don't know, kid of that one. I have no idea about Skylanders. I'm just picking them up cheap, trying to sell them high. That's the aim of the game. And then yeah, I've got a couple of cables. I started going through a box of cables, so I'm selling these individually now, like RCA cables on eBay. They don't go for much, but just trying to get rid of some of the old cables, and if not, I can always use them for bundling up Wii's. And then of course I've got loads of PS1, PS2. I can't remember what they're called. They're like RCA cables for the back of the PS2. But yeah, they're always handy. I've got a couple of them. So yeah, what I'm thinking of is removing these 2 posters, getting a couple of shelves and just having them full of boxes, these green boxes, having them all over the wall, and yeah, just making it dead convenient to access little bits and bobs. So little parts like controller backs, wires, things that I use all the time. Just so I have somewhere to actually store it and it's not just sat there on the floor. Also, we have acquired, finally, I've been clearing out my drawers, we've acquired new storage. So, apart from the top drawer, which is my personal stuff at the minute, I've got a couple of empty drawers here. So what I've done is I've just put chargers and little miscellaneous bits that I use all the time. So when I buy new consoles, I've got like the different kinds of cables, so I can get straight into charging them, see if they work. Like this is one of the best buys I've had recently. It's like literally got every kind of cable. So when you're buying DS's, DS Lites, whatever it is, I have a charger for it and I can charge it. Then down here, I've got some envelopes and paper. And then right at the bottom, I've still got a few film posters. Not really had a chance to get rid of them. I say a few. It's quite a lot there. But yeah, and I've got my Jaden's printer info. So when I do eventually upgrade my printer, it's already good to go. And as for the storeroom, we've had a little shuffle around here. I have made it a lot nicer. So obviously, you've still got the main bulk of all the stuff there, all the games. Yeah, just can't really change that really. Nice and simple. Xbox games, PS2 games, PS3 games. I've moved the majority of the bundles to the back here, all the Wii games on here, and then all the Xbox One and PS3 games and all that jazz there. On the right hand side, we've got all these cool tubs. So I bought these at CARBOOT. They were like 3 for 10 quid, or no, 6 for 10 quid it was. And yeah, they're great for when I sell a bundle. I can name the bundle, like bundle 004 for example. When it sells, take that bundle off, 22 games exactly, put it in an eBay box and then refill it and put another bundle online. So yeah, at the minute I've got about 16 bundles on, so as you can see there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all the ones down there. And yeah, I've also organised this, exact same layout as in the front room. So we've got PS1 games, so you can just go see the title like that. And then also I've got like the Super Nintendo, NES games and stuff like that, and then disc only. So if I sell something, it just makes it a bit more easier to find. So I've sold a couple of PS1 games, gonna have a little bit rummage around there and get them in a bit. And yeah, just makes it a lot more organised. I'm gonna put little labels on as well, just makes it easier. Who doesn't love a label? And then this storage space, again, this is just at the minute bundles. So at the minute I've got an Xbox bundle up here, I've got a couple of bundles in there, so a Wii bundle there, and I think that's an Xbox bundle. Yes, no, it's PS1 bundle. So yeah, I need to label those two just so I know. And then here is another bundle that I've got loads of Disney Infinity figures. And then these are books that I've been collecting. So I'm going to go to CARBOOTs and see Harry Potter books, like 50p a Harry Potter book, and it's a first edition. So this is one I found yesterday. So this was a first edition. It was 50p, first edition Harry Potter book. Can't go wrong there. You could probably sell that for 15 quid on its own. But yeah, what I'm trying to do is collect the sets, obviously, as well with all the Game of Thrones one. They were all 50p each. I'm just missing one, and they're going online for like 20 quid. And then, yeah, again down here, a couple more bundles. So I've got an Xbox bundle there, another Xbox bundle there, and this is still on my shelf. 20 classical CDs. I wrapped this back in January. This is one of my first things I ever wrapped. It's still on the shelf. Please someone buy it. I just want to get rid of it. If not, I'm tempted just to take it off sale and go on one of these free sites and get rid of it. Also, I want to note that I picked up 2 PSPs the other day. So I bought this one, boxed without a charger at CARBOOT for 25 quid. Quite risky, because obviously it had no charger. Didn't know if it was working, but bought 2 batteries. And it's working, which is good, so that's listed for 80 quid. Then I've got PSP 3003 with a couple of games, and yeah, I bought that again around 20 quid mark at CARBOOT, so 40 quid for the pair, and they're both on eBay, 80 quid, both working. There was one thing happened recently, so I went to CARBOOT, and this person was selling controllers for 3 quid each, and they said they were all working. Guess what, I buy the lot of them, thinking I'm getting a great deal. I think I haggled to 35 quid. Turns out the 15 or 16 controllers that I had, or whatever it was, I don't know, could it be 22 controllers? It was a lot of controllers. Either way, 1 or 2 worked, and then like 18 of them weren't working, so I've had to sell them as spares and repairs. Literally put them on eBay yesterday, and they've sold for I think 50 quid, took an offer, so I've not lost money, but I've not made money, but it's just sort of like a ball ache, like, not been having good luck with controllers recently. So yeah, that is the little channel update for what's been going on behind the scenes. So I've been busy listing, busy cleaning. I've got a lot more cleaning to do. As I did mention earlier, I am going to do one of the biggest purchases of my life next week. So obviously I've done 1,000 games before, 1,500 games before. So next week, I think we're going to buy 2,500 games. And there's a reason for this. So recently I bought a job lot, sold a job lot on eBay. So recently I sold a job lot on eBay and I went down to drop it off. They only live 4 or 5 miles away from me. And basically the person bought about 7 job lots off me and spent 120 quid. So when I got there, I dropped it all off because it's cheaper than posting it. Had a good chat with them and they're looking at becoming full-time eBayers kind of thing whilst the wife's pregnant. So I said, well, I can sell you games at 80, 90p a game. I buy them for 50p a game. So basically I can sell 300-400 games to this person, and then that brings my price of 50p a game down to like 37p a game. So when I buy 2,500 games, if I can offload 500 to this contact, that means that my games are cheaper, so I can reduce the price cheaper or maximise more profit. So essentially what I'm saying is I'm going to be a middleman to the middleman. So obviously the contact I've made gets it very cheap. I buy it cheapish and then I sell it for cheap. The person who's going to buy it off me can still make 5-6 quid a game and make a decent return for it, but it also brings my price down so I can make an even more profit margin on the games. Now the next thing I want to talk about is August. So this has probably been the worst month of my life on eBay. So next thing I want to talk about is August. Now this has got to be the worst month that I've had on eBay. So I think I mentioned it on someone else's channel that I've made £2,362, and that is before fees and before all the postage. But it's also been my second most profitable month. Now I'll tell you why. So usually on a standard month I'm spending anywhere from 1,500 quid to £2,000 on stock, plus around 300 to 400 quid on shipping supplies. Last month it was I was quite busy doing things and we had loads of backlog of listing to do, so we didn't have much need to buy stock. However, that being said, I still went to CARBOOTs every weekend and just got the odd real bargain, and I think we spent £417 on stock and 94 quid on supplies, and 30 or 40 quid of that was fuel getting around places, so we haven't really spent a great deal. So overall I think we spent £511 on stock and fuel and items, and we made £2,362. So after all the fees and profit on eBay, we're left with £1,661 for the month. So if you subtract £1,661 minus £511, it leaves you with £1,149, which is the profit that we made for the month. So it was our worst month in sales. I think January's second to that. I think we made like 2,800. However, because we didn't spend hardly anything, we just spent over 500 quid, we've made a bigger profit margin. So it was nice to get rid of a lot of stock, but a lot of it was cycled stock. So stock we just had sat there was the stuff that was listed and selling. So it's like we've still got loads of stuff in the back that hasn't sold, and it's been there a while. But yeah, overall it was a good month, and I think this month has started a little bit faster, so fingers crossed we are getting back on track and we'll be making 3,000 plus on sales this month. But yeah, that's just a little update video. I have got about 10 video ideas that I want to do. I've got on my phone, so it's a lot of buying and selling tips and tricks, loads of little videos popping up. I am going to spend a bit more time focusing on this YouTube channel in the next 2 to 3 weeks, so expect a video every 3 to 4 days, maybe even sooner than that. I'm really trying to pump out this YouTube to try and get 1,000 subscribers, so if you are new on this channel, please subscribe, because we are on 861 subscribers currently, and it would be great if by the end of September, is that too achievable, to hit 1,000 subs. Not only that, it's the watch time, so if you are still watching at the end of the video right here, I appreciate that, because it does help me become partnered on YouTube, which essentially means that I could go full-time quicker and do this full-time, which in essence means more videos for you guys, and then I can spend more time processing stock, etc, etc. But if you have made it this far, I appreciate all your support recently, and there are going to be more videos on the way, and we'll see you very, very soon, Monday.